Pod leader.
Working models who are working.
Captions crunch.
Pod leader.
Conspiracy theory. Top model math.
Pod leader.
That's not very Elgar.
Pod leader.
So nice to wear.
I guess. Hey, and welcome to Pod Leadum. That's Top Model Podcast spelled backwards. I'm Alexander Price, and I'm walking away from Top Model kind of like forever.
I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and a lot of people don't realize this, but the reason Amsterdam is so popular is because of its shipping industry.
And I'm JDB Crump, and this is Sam and Alina calling for further instructions.
We're, of course, talking about Cycle 11, Episode 9, Planes, Trains, and Slow Automobiles.
A shady title about Amsterdam.
I also had to check because I was like, was it Trains, Planes, or Planes, Trains? Because Top Model is, not always accurate. It is Planes, Trains.
Okay, good.
AKA the girl with the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad outfit.
Fantastic.
Or the girls who are haunted by sex windows.
Well, if you love killer hits like that, then you should go to anchor.fm/podleadum and support us, just like Elle and Jeffrey.
That's so Elle, girl.
That's so Elle, girl.
Where you can support us for as little as 99 cents a month.
Do you think that's the Jeff of Depreece?
Well, we've had a couple. That one, we did have just a Jeff. This is a Jeffrey.
You can imagine that after that segment, Jeff changed his name to Jeffrey. To be forever associated. And I don't mean after the episode. I mean after our podcast about that episode. It's like, yes. Oh, should I change this?
So remember, go to anchor.fm/podleadum to support today.
Yeah. Let's always make him like 1920s commercials.
Read it like a hot ticket, boy.
Before we get into Previously On, I need to go over the episode description because the picture for us on Hulu was McKee in front of a windmill. The description is intentionally hiding where they went. We were told last episode, and then they're like, the girls go abroad. And it's like, they go to Holland. We screamed about it. And now we have McKee in front of a windmill.
I can't wait to talk about these backgrounds. So many amazing non-location locations.
Amazing. I don't have a Previously On note. Did either of you?
I do not.
I did.
What is it?
It said Alina attacked Sam, and then they fully removed the actual attack on Sheena.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Again, maybe Sheena was in that edit room. It's like, I'm not going to show this again. Speaking of Sheena, we start out real hard with McKee casting herself on team Sheena and Sam. She'd always been there, but it was more like just assumed because she was the last person and your mind wants to make it a 3 versus 3 situation. But McKee turns a new chapter in her life, and that chapter is hating Alina.
Other people feel like she feels like she's so much smarter than them.
I'm not saying it, but everyone else.
Some people that I know who also know Alina.
When we see the sepia tone flashback to Alina at judging, even in sepia, you can tell her hands are the wrong color.
Just no circulation. Take off a ring or two. That's all that this needs. McKee says, I don't like being in the middle. And I feel like McKee is trying to confuse me about her placement in this competition because I've never considered McKee to be in the middle.
This is a top group that seems very aware of top model statistics. Like at this point, you should have gotten a first photo, or who's never been in the bottom 2 at this point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The top model math is strong and like constantly swirling in their heads. It truly feels like Marjorie has memorized the numbers.
What else is Marjorie doing?
Giving herself shoulder massages and stressing me out.
You get so much secondhand stress from watching Marjorie exist as a person on this show.
Ooh.
You really need Sam just screaming, super sexy Sam!
Oh my god. Packing in those tiny shorts and that Fargo-esque hat.
Why?
We learn why she packs the hats later.
True. That hat was not a trap.
That hat was a saving grace. They don't bobble, they're bobbleheads.
Nope. They
No.
do not bobble.
And all of them are facing the same direction.
And I've never cared before, but for some reason I wrote down the order they are in the plane because for once it really feels like this is where they would sit, which is McKee in front, Annalise, Sheena, Sam, Marjorie, and Alina. And of course, Alina's next to the bathroom. She's like, well, that bathroom's mine. I'm the one who's next to it. And I'm the only one who's going to use it.
Annalie is the one who's willing to sit in the place where you have to act if there's an emergency.
Yeah. I bet
Mhm.
Annalie can even give the speech.
Yes.
Also, because the ocean was magenta, apparently there's like dinoflagellate phytoplankton in the sea that time of year because we've never had it that color before.
Yeah, with this map of the world was very neon, as if they were also going back in time to the 80s.
The sliding door
Oh my God.
that they come out of is maybe the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Are you talking about the one where the two babies are kissing each other on the mouth?
Yes.
Well, and it's juxtaposed with Sheena going, I don't want to be too sexy. Cut to her entering through people kissing.
Not people. Babies.
But we've also got the least invasive music we've ever had for their immediate entrance overseas.
You mean the Dutch speaking equaling doofy French horn?
Yes.
And we meet Daphne Deckers, who is
Mhm.
wearing some intimidatingly large sequins.
Yeah.
I would even say bottle caps.
Accurate.
I did some research on Daphne Deckers.
Oh, me too. I'm excited to hear what you found.
Y'all aren't ready. She took over in the 3rd season, and she also hosts Big Brother. She is a writer, a columnist. She's written romance.
Ooh.
One of those romances got turned to the highest grossing Dutch movie of 2020.
Ooh, we'll watch and report back.
It's
happily.
called Life as It Should.
And she's in a James Bond movie. She was in Tomorrow Never Dies, too, which is interesting. Also, we find out when I did my deep dive, all that's great. I also found out that Holland's Next Top Model eventually became Benelux Next Top Model, which is interesting just because I don't know what it would be for us. Because there's no possible way for us to watch all the other seasons, but I want a master list of all the different types of top models and their history.
Yeah.
And if some of our listeners from other countries want to recommend the best of those
Yeah.
cycles, would love.
Because we've heard of
recommendation.
Britain's, we've heard of Australia's. Those feel
Mhm.
like the other in Canada. I feel like
Yeah.
those are the big three we've also
and
heard
the
of.
Cluminator representing for Germany.
Yes, the Cluminator. Perfect.
So for me, the theme of this episode was them introducing things in a mysterious way that turned out to be very simple or easy. Because the setup for what turns out to be the easiest leg of the Amazing Race
Yes.
ever.
Someone heard of The Amazing Race and thought, oh, we could do that. Never seen it.
Because the challenge is just mysteriously laid out as follow these steps and journey through a city unknown. And one day you too could have a key to a magic kingdom and 50 extra frames. And then it turns out to literally be take a train, find a phone, find a public square, find another phone, get a taxi.
Which might have just been your journey anyway.
Yes.
Accurate.
But this gives us some amazing nonsense and just the Tyrons
Oh
were
my God.
Oh my God.
were doing work every time. But before we get to that, we should say that the cool part about this in terms of drama is that Daphne Deckers was told that it's a 3 versus 3 situation. And so they said, could you make them go in pairs? And Daphne Deckers, as a host of Top Model, was like, absolutely. And that only messes up Sam and Alina.
Well, because both of them are the third in each of those friendships.
Oh, yeah.
that feels right.
Mhm.
Alina definitely is. And I feel like Sam was standing in the wrong place at the wrong time. Sam's
This also
face.
starts out
Sam's
the
face.
delightful Dutch trend. Correct me if I'm wrong. But every single ambassador for Amsterdam, as the girls leave, going, bye-bye.
Bye. Yes.
I love it.
So model task 1.
They all say model task on screen.
Buy a train ticket to Amsterdam Central. Hidden thing, find money transfer, like money changing station.
Yes, this leads us to the star of this episode, the unseen ticket agent.
I love
Yes, but this is American. Do you know where you are now?
that was my favorite line.
And it's just even better that it's to Marjorie, who should know this and even says like, oh, I know this, but I'm still going to try. I'm like, what?
Shades her so hard.
Alina, I cannot believe that this was her actual sentence. This had to have been stitched together from two separate thoughts, because when she says, I had to take off my shoes and run barefoot, and it was one of the funnest things I've ever done. That cannot have been your sentence.
Billy Eichner took over my notes because I wrote in all caps, running barefoot in the airport is one of the funnest things you've ever done. Unsanitary.
But also, I thought about Alina, and I was like, oh, yeah, maybe.
She's not
and
a
it made
fun
me
person.
sad, like a wave of sad hit me.
Also, is running barefoot down the escalator must have hurt like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Those aren't smooth stairs. Those are crinkly. Those are Ruffles potato chips.
This will teach you to wear tennis shoes while traveling.
Absolutely. There was something that made me relate to Samantha so hard when she held up her ticket right in front of her body to the ticket agent. It was like, is this right? And he was like, yeah, and gestured her in, because that is me traveling anywhere, even, I mean, domestically. I'll be like, I have paper.
The fake drama of this train, guys, this train arrives every like 6 minutes.
Certainly seemed that way.
And it takes 15 minutes to get where you're going.
And this is where I first noticed our first of several windmill backgrounds. This one is specifically Annalise, I believe. I don't think anybody else gets this background. And it has a windmill with a reflection in a glassy pool of water. So you get two windmills for the price of one. And somehow the only motion is the slight rippling of the water.
I like to imagine when they go overseas, they, like a Sears portrait, they get to choose the background.
Yes.
Because how fun would that be? And Alina's like, stark black, please.
Sam is like, lasers.
Sam has a bedazzled, like, cowboy hat. Yay!
Model task 2. Once off train, find any public phone for instruction. And then they all run past the public phones in the station.
And we find out, first of all, it's definitely not any public phone. That's bananas. Second of all, they do have to type in a specific code when they get there, which is, how did they, for as simple as this is, I have to know how Top Model set this up, like what this was, because there's no way this works. There had to have been like a person inside the phone booth who was like, yes,
maybe
hello.
just like a PA was following each team around and like standing behind the phone booth.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's no way. I loved Sheena's assumptions about Amsterdam. And also, she could not pronounce the word alcohol.
I know!
I just thought it'd be grimy and dirty and weed and sex and alcohol. Alcohol?
All the alcohol.
Alcohol.
Though I was not ready, even though I should have been, from the chintziness of this Amazing Raceness, to have lead change with a dot matrix fucking printer sound effect.
I want this for us in our Zoom calls, that when someone does a good joke and then someone does a slightly better one, just on our screen it says lead change. Because that was so funny. That's not even something that I was like, that would actually improve The Amazing Race. What a good graphic.
Except in The Amazing Race, it can be hard to tell who's in the lead.
Well,
Model task number 3. Find Dom Centrum. No one ever calls it that, though. It's just Dam Square. This is where I decided to look up why it's called Amsterdam. It's because it's just literally the dam on the Amstel River. So it's Amsterdam.
I like it when things are named like that. Keep
Everybody
it simple.
can find it.
Right?
Keep
your
it
name
simple.
should be your location.
Model task 4. Find a payphone and get address to the house. Why was this not paired with model task 3.
I know we've moved past it, but I still am laughing about Hannah saying your name should be your location. Because then all I thought was like, apartment alone is my name.
Yeah, that's why my name is Jersey City, New York.
Oh,
Model task 5. Take a cab to the house.
now we're just driving. I mean, being driven to the house.
And did anyone else catch that we know the exact address of this house and how fucking weird that is?
Yeah, they say it several times.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I know how much this house costs and I know how many toilets it has.
Is this just Daphne Decker's like summer home?
No.
No, it's her gingerbread house.
This house was built in 1614 and is estimated to be worth 1.175 million euro. It has 5 rooms, 3 bedrooms, and 1 bathroom.
So not our largest.
Yeah, but how much of that real estate is taken up by tub?
This is the best thing about it. And this turns this whole activity they've done into like, did they know? Did they read the future? It is now the home of Mystery City Games, an escape room / treasure hunt style gaming company that sends you throughout Amsterdam hunting down clues. So it's this but reverse.
Clues or model task? Y'all, if we're ever in Holland, we have to do that.
Yes.
I would just want to do that independent of model.
Sam continues to try to make things fun by yelling, "Yeah, that's how we do it. Go over the curb, baby."
And I will say, with only Sam and Alina together and they're like working together, this is like the most fun we've seen Alina have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is.
No shoes. Maybe the shoes are what's keeping her so controlled.
Oh,
Too tight.
Yeah.
maybe that's her actually what's hurting her hands. It's all connected, y'all.
Your
It's going
feet.
all the way up.
The inside of this house looks like some Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs cosplay-ish.
If you like natural wood and red furniture, this is the house for you.
Are the seating options in Amsterdam just smaller and closer together?
Mhm.
Just generally?
Mhm.
All of the chairs are so small.
But then we also have big open areas that just have a carpet runner and 3 red beanbag chairs.
Yeah, not using your space well. But this house is freaking badass because we got a keychain with a clog on it.
Y'all, Tyra knew one thing about Amsterdam, and it is clog forward. We get clogs for everything.
And everybody got a Paulina wig on the end of their beds that they refused to wear, apparently.
And they got soft clogs. Soft, slippery clogs. Amazing.
Sam and Alina win. Annalie and Marjorie come in second.
Also, I don't know if we mentioned it, but they get to split 50 extra frames, which essentially just means they each get 25 extra frames.
Yeah.
And then a very distant third, which
This was great. That was
The
hilarious.
rudest Tyron of all time.
so rude.
I love it because I wish they had even done that thing that does happen in The Amazing Race where the host of that portion gets tired and Daphne Deckers was just fully in a lounge chair at that point. Like, we're eating. Like, where are y'all?
Can we talk about how Whitney's photos are all over this apartment? Even the canonically bad ones. They focus on the paint drip one for too long.
Well, I'm going to argue. What ones were you going to put up?
Mm.
Like her black and white cover girl.
Black and white,
Yep.
cover girl.
Right.
They showed the Fuerza Bruta unborn baby one a lot.
That was the one that I was like, because the paint drip one, I feel like you could trick people into not remembering that was bad. But the baby one?
And then Annalie's commercial is on repeat in front of the fireplace.
That's great. Love that.
On
Perfect.
mute.
Perfect screen placement.
Tyra Post.
I do like that they're called Tyra Post.
I've been looking at too many wallpapers recently that I immediately knew what that pattern was. I'm like, oh, it's Delft 12.
I love that. I feel like in the international, the like setup for the Tyra Mills gets so lazy. And this is the laziest because there's just a wooden clock, of course, and a PA or someone just sticks it listlessly in there.
There's two wooden clogs because they're also like angled onto each other. Like no one's ever put their shoes.
It felt like the pre-production research into Amsterdam was cursory at best.
I would say not even a full skim of a Wikipedia.
Right?
Who said, oh, we get it old school now?
Sheena. That was great. That was fun because, again, you don't need to change Tyra mails. People like classic Tyra mails.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I bet a bunch of them even keep them. You know what I mean? Like, what a nice little memorabilia.
Why not?
Then we get an interesting... Okay, remember Cycle 3 had the bath jacuzzi group and then the formal party group?
Yes.
Yes.
This is the Cycles version of this. But I gotta say, maybe y'all weren't, but I was surprised at the groupings of this.
Oh, no, this tracked.
No, this tracked for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're European, so they're very free with themselves.
It wasn't that. It was just them being the loud, talkative, keeping the others up. You
I
would
think
think...
that's just because it's all in the same room. I don't
Yeah.
think they're
Fair enough,
actually
fair
being
enough.
that loud. It's just there is no like
There's
that
no
tub
walls.
isn't in the bathroom, right? It's just a freestanding tub
Yes,
surrounded
with-
by giant sensual curtains.
And room dividers.
Yeah. I kind of like it, though, because it also kind of... You would think Team Europe would be like, Americans are so loud. And it's like the exact opposite is happening.
I guess. Are we missing something? Because the way it's described by the quote unquote American group is offensive, but also it
So
feels
specific.
that's my
so
thought.
specific.
Mhm.
Lesbian bath moment. I was like, eye roll. And then McKee, the JJ shaving party.
What happened in this bath?
There needed to be more suds. Am I right? That was my only issue with this whole thing. Like,
Yes.
it was oddly sudsless.
There needs to be some censor suds up in here.
My favorite part of this entire thing was Annalie saying, I already washed myself. I'm clean. Which begs the question.
Who was washing who?
No. Yeah. Were Alina and Marjorie offering to wash her? Or were they like concerned that she had not already? Because I get that because bats are canonically dirty and you don't want to share each other's dirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
This whole thing felt like we both needed more of it and less of it.
Agreed.
Agreed.
And I just love it was just the three of them just like outside the bath, like listlessly reading, just annoyed that they can't sleep yet.
Sam's looking at those magazines so she can tell Mr. J later that she did. What subtle foreshadowing for Top Model.
This next non-argument is perhaps my favorite non-argument that we've
God.
gotten so far. This was such strong little sister dynamics to me. You know what I mean?
Next morning, Alina's eating Nutella on toast and is still the worst and just says like, "Ugh, I would live here. After running around to payphones all day. That's all she's seen of Amsterdam. She's like,
Oh, you've been here before? Says Sam. No, but I know about it.
My favorite thing about Sam is that I feel like Sam is never actually trying to pick an argument. She's just trying to get more context for the things that Alina says.
Yes.
yes.
And Alina is so upset always.
You know, Alina's attitude would have been the different if they were not first. This would not have been like, "Ugh, I love Amsterdam. It's just, I get the vibe. It's me. Would not happen.
There's this funny thing that it's so clear that at least some of them have not differentiated between Russia and the Ukraine. Because, and this is back to back, the editors are not on McKee's side, where Alina goes, it reminds me of the Ukraine. And then immediately McKee's like, all she is ever like is Russia, Russia, Russia. And I'm like, no, she says Ukraine.
Because she didn't say that here. They dropped this audio in from an interview.
Ooh.
Interesting.
This is not the sentence structure, the sound quality. This is ADR that they've taken from an interview. They've placed in the middle of this conversation, and then they've like stitched together because you actually don't see Alina say this. This is all while we're looking at the other women.
Even still, I do think it's funny. I stand behind that it's funny and ridiculous that how many times must Alina have said the Ukraine and McKee's still like Russia all day, every day. And I'm like,
Sure.
I don't know if she's ever actually said Russia. I
The
think
way
there's
you
this
did it was also just very Jan Brady. Russia,
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 Russia.
How did we feel about this midsummer attic?
I want you to climb, girls. Climb, climb, and speak your thoughts in the tiny pointed room.
Was this an actual setting or a background?
I think it's an actual setting.
I think it's
Okay.
an actual setting too. But my question is it the attic of the house, or is there another very tiny house inside the house?
This is actually, they have
Ooh.
to shrink down to a dollhouse that's in the center of their apartment.
I love the weird insult from McKee to Alina in her talking head in that magical dollhouse where she says, if you like it so much, then why don't you go for Holland's Next Top Model? And Daphne Deckers is still outside the house being like, why are you insulting Holland's Next Top Model? We're doing fine.
Poor Sheena is so ready for some grime.
Oh my lord.
Just give the girl some grime.
I feel like Sheena in this next, as we transition, sees the trap that's about to happen.
Oh, she does. And the saddest thing is there's nothing she can do about it.
Oh, no.
She
This
tries and tries and nothing.
the trap is on the horizon. Sheena is on a moving conveyor belt,
Mhm.
and there is nothing she can do as he slowly ascends into it.
So they head to the red light district and meet Miss J and a person that he constantly refers to as Carlos,
Yes.
which is not his name.
Seems
It's
okay with
Carlo,
it, though.
right?
Yeah, but he says
Okay.
Carlos twice.
Good preppy look on Miss J
Mm-hmm.
with
Yeah.
the sweater that says life is blood, sweat, and tears, which is fun.
That was a lot of sweater.
It was.
It's cold.
So they refer to it as Red Light Fashion Amsterdam. This is actually a super complicated thing because we also see he says HTNK. Like that's, I think, in
Tyron.
Tyron. This is, so basically what happened is around this time, they shut down, the city was trying to shut down the red light district.
Mm.
And so part of that was we'll shut down parts of it and then give it to artists for free. I did not realize before this of how complicated the red light district is in Amsterdam.
See, here's the thing. I was really worried when we got to this section of the episode, and I'm happy to report that when it comes to the turbulent waters of the professional sex trade, Top Model barely dips a toe in.
Yeah.
Because this is not a subject that this show is ready to talk about.
No.
Oh, absolutely not prepared for this. And to be honest, this was a time for Alina to really shine for the first part.
Yeah, and then drops the ball real hard.
Yeah, it's such a shame because I was like, this is why you have Alina here for these talking heads.
Uh-huh. And then nothing.
Yeah. But we're back to pairs, and this time different pairs. They're just trying to, there's a pot in front of them, and they want to stir. They want to stir so badly. Half of me at this point thinks Jocelyn went home because she just refused to be part of any drama.
Yeah, and she just
Yeah.
got along with everyone.
Yeah,
hmm
truly. Because now the pairings are Sheena Marjorie, McKee Sam, Alina Annalie, which is the hardest pair to say. Alina Annalie.
Alina Annalie.
Alina Annalie, Alina Annalie.
Alina on me.
When you're Annalie,
They try so
I'll
hard.
be Marjorie. I am from
I'll help
France.
you carry on. Sam.
Don't Forget Sheena.
Hannah fell back. Hannah fell down. Hannah fell down.
Hannah fell down. They try so hard to make this challenge seem complicated and like it's going to involve a lot of teamwork.
It's modeling in a window. Just modeling in a window.
JW, prostitutes were in this window. I can feel the ghosts around me now.
Pussy for sale. It's also very unfair because I thought, because I didn't remember. I remembered this challenge, but I didn't remember how it worked.
Oh, I didn't remember a detail about this challenge, though.
I remembered that they stood in windows.
Yes, that's what I
Yeah.
remembered.
That's
But
the journey.
what I didn't remember is that they were paired together and then sent to specific designers in a way to fuck with Sheena.
I thought they were each going to have to do each window.
Exactly, because
Mhm.
that's the correct thing you would have done to see, like, see, they can adapt to what the designer has told them to do.
Talk about concepts not being created equal. We've got dollhouse, glamorous gowns that can be turned into jackets so you could ride a bike or moped, and crazy.
When Annalie had to describe Jan's romantic gowns that could be turned into a jacket so you could sit on a bicycle or a moped, and she gave the specificity of or moped.
Well, it's a different hook. There's like one bike hook, and then there's a different moped hook in the back.
I did like Dollhouse Edwin, who was cute, explain the actual red light behind the red light district. That was an interesting moment, followed by a terrible moment from Sam.
Well, he knew that part. The part I didn't know, and I looked up. Originally, they carried red lanterns it was red to hide sores. And fun fact,
I'm laughing mostly at the face you made after you punctuated that. Like,
currently in Amsterdam, if you are a cisgendered woman, you have a red light, and if you're a transgendered woman, you have a blue light in the window.
Huh?
Yeah.
Really into color symbolism.
Yeah. These designers all went on to be huge designers. Just
nice.
as a weird heads up, like
the clothes were a lot, but very good. Seemed well constructed, and they had a perspective, which I appreciated.
This honestly seemed like Miss J was on vacation visiting friends.
Yeah,
yes.
I could
and also the way they judge it.
They all seemed delightful and had a grand time.
The judging was the most casual, fun, let's just chat about it thing.
No, this is how I feel like I would be if I were judging a challenge on top. When they're at the dollhouse and Sam picks up that fake baby, and they're just like, the baby!
The way, okay.
That moment was amazing.
The little baby!
The way that Annalie says prostitutes, she takes a little pause before every single, and she's like, and
she's so scared to say the word every
or was
time.
she gonna say like hookers?
No, I don't think so. I think she literally, the vibe I get from Annalie is that she wants to be respectful, but is afraid that is the wrong word to use. Truly, because there's
kind
such
of is
a
now,
pause.
But also, Annalie thinks this is controversial. I'm like, honey, you're standing in a window. Have you ridden on the subway? Guarantee you it's not as clean.
You're also fully dressed. Like,
but also they used
there's enough of this that you can ride a moped on with it. So
the
much
two
fabric.
of them get the most stress.
Oh my gosh. Alina is dressed like a Sailor Moon villain.
Yes. But in the deep version where they had to extend it, and so her villain is like a couch salesman.
Yes.
The fact
Absolutely.
that they rucked up those yards of fabric behind Annalie and then forced her to stand in front of the most sinister silver decorations. Rude.
And then we're so like, oh, look, she's stuck in it. She's stuck in it. I'm like, yeah, she's wearing tulle and you put her around squares. What did you want to have happen?
Mickey has the best outfit of anyone.
Yeah.
And Sheena has the worst outfit.
I put that McKee got to dress in something she'd wear at panel.
Yeah.
Truly.
In a challenge about teamwork, found it real suspicious that only one team gets to share the window and see what the other one is doing.
Right?
Sheena called Annalise Yo disease, though, because about Boss, the third designer whose name we haven't said yet. She said, yo, this dude is cool.
It does feel like production is very much on Sheena's side this episode. When they keep in that she was like, this concept and makeup was all my idea, and I told Marjorie what to do.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Which was apparently Blade Runner meets Rebellion at a punk rock venue and angst, lots of angst.
Angst, lots of angst.
Angst.
After they've judged it, another person just was late, I guess.
I need to talk about Mariette. Who I feel like Mariette was on a group text chain and that she wasn't supposed to be on. And then Carla was like, oh, I accidentally texted Mariette to meet us here. And then she showed up and they're like, you can say this end part.
Why did we need her? She's
just
fine.
Why wasn't she there earlier?
Exactly. Yes. Why wasn't she judging? She seems like Carlo's colleague.
It really felt like they were sneaking around behind her back. It's like, don't call teacher.
Yep.
She'll make us really judge.
And then I can't tell if it's just a English is the second language, or she was trying to do a pun and it was just so stupid. But when Mariette said, "Thank you for shining a light on the red light district," I was like, oh no. Wah, wah, wah.
So the prize is you get to walk in Amsterdam International Fashion Week for several Dutch designers. So you're
They
booking.
hyped the prize, and it was a hypeable prize.
This is their first good prize other than Annalie's diamond peace sign.
They're just, they're just so mean about Sheena. They're just so mean.
Miss J says that she looks like a prostitute.
You look like you belong in that window. And then Sheena's face to Marjorie, which is just the face of, told you they'd say that.
Yep.
And Marjorie's full, like, oh, I'm so sorry, face back. Like, everyone knows this. This isn't just Sheena that knows this is happening.
Yeah.
The other contestants
Yes.
realize this.
She put her arms in the air, and Miss J immediately went, looks like she's trying to sell something that's not your dress.
I mean,
Wrist.
literally, Sheena can do zero. Sheena could have stood there, blank face, and they'd be like, wow, look at that blow up doll.
Yes. And you see her throughout this episode just be like, okay. And I really feel like she's trying to win the argument, and does win the argument by just doing nothing and making them look ridiculous.
Now, do I think they chose the right winners? Yes.
Yes.
But they were also most set up to win. They had outfits they could move in. They
Yep.
shared the window
Yep.
And they had a concept that was easy to like make into a thing.
given
Be
by the
doll-like.
designer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam and McKee win.
hmm
Back at the house.
I can't wait to try to parse this argument
Oh my God.
like out.
Well,
Liz-
I was legitimately confused. I had to rewind this. I didn't understand what was said or how it was said.
It makes no sense. I appreciate you looking for sense in a nonsensical world.
so Tyra Post, Sam, this is the beginning of Sam's Whoville hair.
I call it the dad who doesn't know how to do his little kid's ponytail.
Yes.
Oh.
Sheena and McKee are completely exhausted with Alina. Rightfully so. Because I
Mhm.
also think she's been talking. I think these trips back and forth to things have been very conversation filled.
Mm.
Because so Alina is talking about how women should have the right to be sex workers and have agency over their own body. I agree with.
Yes,
She-
100.
Does not explain that. She just says like, well, prostitution should be legal. And Sam's like, well, why are you saying that? And she's like, don't dismiss me, is the
Well,
argument.
The confusing part of it from a wording perspective is, why does prostitution have to be respected? Like Alina's saying that it should be legal and sex workers should be taken care of, but it doesn't matter if you respect it or not. But I'm like, yeah, but if it's made legal and we take care of them, by definition, aren't we respecting it?
And why shouldn't you respect them?
Also true.
And why
I think
wouldn't-
Sam is
why aren't you making
truly-
that argument?
I think Sam is actually like, hey, I'm open to talking about this, but you have to explain it to me. But
Alina
Alina just
refuses.
assumes that Sam's going to belittle whatever her opinion is, so she doesn't even try to explain it.
Well, she immediately is like, why are you targeting me? Which you, A, brought up this talking point at
Yes.
least once, and B, have the discussion.
Well, this is why Alina is not having this discussion, because Alina doesn't understand what she's talking about, right? And this is a complicated issue, especially in Amsterdam. Like
Mhm.
it's gone back and forth. I think the mayor right now is like, maybe we should just close it all down, because basically it's legal to work, to be a prostitute, but you don't get a green card from that employment. So you're both illegal and not registered and not regulated. So it's really murky. And so a lot of crime can happen. A lot of abuse can happen.
I don't think Alina knows any of this.
That's
though.
what I'm
I think
saying, though.
Alina is 18 years old and liberal and has very good intentions and probably not that much hard facts.
Well, that's
to
what I'm
offer.
saying, though.
Yeah.
Is Alina is taking a hard stance, and not even just, this is my view, you can have yours, which we saw. This is the same with the vegan thing, right? Where I have a view, you have a view, we're differing views. But she hasn't invested any time in understanding it, right?
But see, I think even beyond that, even beyond understanding the specifics of how this works in Amsterdam, it could be very possible to have a discussion generally about why prostitution should be legal.
Of course.
Even not taking into account the complexities of how it specifically works here.
Yeah, no, I agree. But
Which is
I
still a
think it's
discussion, but I think she's just young and doesn't have, and has the will to do good, but none of the knowledge to back it up, and thus feels defensive very quickly.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I'll give this the leeway that at 18, I certainly didn't either.
Oh, I made all sorts of dumb
Of
points and
course.
political arguments when I was 18.
But it does feel like Alina has really positioned herself to have all these things and want to talk about them. But
Yes.
like you're saying, doesn't have the ability to back it up if ever challenged on it, which can be a dangerous place to be in when you're trying to get people to agree with you.
Yeah.
And I think there's almost an element, I wouldn't be surprised if the defensiveness comes from this fear of being exposed as a quote fraud, right?
Mhm.
Because like you have these strong beliefs, but you have done no research to back it up, which like the research is there for veganism, for pro sex work, like all that stuff is there for you to learn. But I don't think Alina has done any kind of time other than like, I've heard this. Yes, I agree with it. But then not having anything to back it up. And then that fear of like, well, if I don't have anything to back it up, they're going to poke holes in my argument.
Well, and if you are someone who gets off on being poised and controlled, and that's very much a part of your identity,
Yes.
to be caught out on the back foot is a real big problem for you.
Because it's a loss of control instantly. And that's why even Sam doing it in the gentlest way possible
Feels
is
like
just
a full attack.
a Jenga piece that Alina could not afford.
And the
to,
response
like, lose.
becomes, don't attack me. I will now drink my tea very aggressively.
Ooh, aggressive tea drinking. I haven't gotten to relate to Annalie as a person a lot. Annalie hasn't done a lot of stuff that I'm like, oh, I would say that. I would do that. I would think that way necessarily.
That's a lie. You say yo every day.
Constantly.
And you love peas.
But when they drive up to their next location and she goes, is that a lake or is that an ocean? I was like, I would absolutely think that and say that out loud because couldn't tell you.
I think it's a C.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, the thought behind this photo shoot is boat. Boat, right?
And they're not
boat?
even on a boat. They are on a ship. Not even that. Let's get into how Mr. J
I don't think Top
describes this.
Model knows that there's more than one kind of vehicle that goes on water.
We learn that next episode. So Mr. J says, hi, hello. Oh, there's Annalie.
It was almost my opening quote of, oh, there's Annalie.
You know, a lot of people don't relate. And then talking about
And then
Amsterdam.
my opening quote.
Yeah, Hannah's opening quote.
About the shipping industry and why millions flock to Amsterdam.
Uh-huh. This is where I get very confused. He says, and it dates back to the 1600s. So you girls are going to be wearing mid-century dresses.
Which
What?
century?
Thank you. It's mid-millennial if you want to be more accurate. But which century are they? Is it mid-1600s or is it the 1960s Dutch furniture movement?
Speaking of clothes, though, I love this dark blue hoodie coat on Mr. J. And then he always ruins it by turning around and having a giant bedazzled back design.
You know that's going to be there.
Ugh.
The girls seem very excited to be reunited with Sutan and Christian.
This was so...
And Masha and Ond and Masha. Yeah.
This was all so cute. And then they all start razzing on Sam's hair.
How did our sound editors not take a moment to do the psycho sound effect when they turn her around and show off the back of her head?
The restraint.
What happened?
We
Why
meet
does
up
her
with
hair look like this?
we have watched the progression of this. We have watched her try to fix this with bobby pin upon bobby pin upon bobby pin. And it was a haircut she wasn't prepared to do anything with because Sam has just let her hair grow. She's probably never even touched it.
Nope.
And then now she has a style she has to keep up with that the panel later is going to tell her she shouldn't even do anymore. Anyway, Andy Tan's here and has some good photos. Great portfolio they show.
Yeah.
Jay has also caught Annalise Yo because that's how he introduces them.
I wonder truly if because she says it so often, other people have just picked it up like an
Probably.
affectation.
If you asked me to describe what the style brief for this challenge actually was, I would go with Tim Burton's Mrs. Lovett.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pirate wench with glove.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Tired. So many dark circles. Tired pirate wench.
Scurvied pirate wench. Sheena is not going to talk to Mr. J.
Nope.
She has decided she is done.
Good for her.
Yes.
You put up those boundaries because this is not a healthy situation for you.
When he starts making fun of her, having fun, doing an accent, and he says, "Are you done with this little Eliza Doolittle, whatever?" And she goes, "You'll get over it, love."
JW, you skipped over the worst part of that. He says, "This is not Eliza Doolittle does Amsterdam. You know, like Debbie does Dallas. It doesn't fucking end."
I just am so glad she says, "You'll get over it."
Mm-hmm.
And that, oh.
I almost think it's truly not that the Tyra and the panel who are treating Sheena badly, but truly it's Mr. J.
He's the worst offender.
Yeah, absolutely. And he does this talking head about how she always finds the most lewd pose and she's not ladylike. Like, ladylike is something that an aspiring model should be.
She sat on the fucking mast.
And after he does this horrendous talking head, she has the most amazing moment
Yes.
where she slips off the mast,
Yes.
catches herself, and keeps posing like a fucking professional.
And the leg up pictures, like he turns into the prissiest prude.
By all accounts, she had a great shoot.
Yeah.
And was getting the worst feedback. Because you're right, Hannah. I saw that moment where she slipped and kept modeling, even though she was literally falling down.
Yep.
And then Sheena calls out the show for not teaching her anything. Basically saying, like, I haven't been taught to be high fashion. So she's kind of been on her own this whole fucking time.
Because literally the only direction she's ever gotten is, that's too hoochie, or I didn't have to say hoochie today.
There's some interesting math to palette cleanse. Because we know that both Alina and Sam got 25 extra frames. And we hear Andy, the photographer, go, "How many is this one?" 75. And Alina then goes, "No, I'm one of the ones who gets an extra 25. So does that mean usually we were under the impression that everyone usually got 50 frames?
Yeah.
But it sounds like on this one, for whatever reason, they're all getting 75 and Alina and Sam are getting 100.
I wonder if it's 75 because they're on a boat.
And there's just less chance of them being good.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like they're giving, and there's also only 6 of them. So, you know,
Maybe for the good photographers, they just let them work.
Maybe.
Production is truly not having it with Mr. J today. This is my favorite. Annalie comes to set. Annalie has figured it out. Annalie will not let the show bring her down. She says, "I'm not going to bring the skater to set today. I'm going to move naturally and let the skater shine through." And she says this.
Great attitude.
She does a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Hard cut to Mr. J. She finally brought the skater to set.
Like, oh, you don't understand what any of these women are doing.
It feels like the secret challenge of this entire cycle was to ignore Mr. J. Which I'm usually in past cycles, I have usually been on Mr. J's side, but this is a rough cycle for him.
Mm-hmm.
McKee calls Alina ugly from the inside out.
I gotta say, this turn of McKee really focusing on disliking Alina, I kind of wish we'd been prepped for it a little bit more, because it seems to come out of nowhere. And part of it feels like Sheena and Sam are just tired of hating Alina, and McKee has taken over for the group and is leading the hatred.
Wonder if McKee was really close with Jocelyn. And once Alina got to stay over Jocelyn, she was just like,
fucking done.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I also think that McKee seems like a person that really values kindness, and that is lacking in Alina. But, like, she calls her the ugliest person she's ever met.
Mr. J's new thing is to say, "You are so this." And the thing on the other side of "so" doesn't usually make sense.
Of course it doesn't.
Oh,
no. Marjorie does well, and she's the last shoot of the day, so she is so going back to Doc.
Because that's a wrap. Okay, yeah.
It looks like Marjorie was like, "Are you throwing me overboard? What's happening?
Do I have to swim back?"
Welcome to our ugly home.
Reddit is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
they'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
You know, if you see the show, I'm scared of cat.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
Experience a membership that backs what you're building with American Express Business Platinum. Get 2 times membership rewards points per dollar on eligible purchases in key business categories, as well as on each eligible purchase of $5,000 or more, on up to $2 million in eligible purchases per calendar year. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire wrong. So then I'm doing IT, and when I go to plug the servers in, they become sentient, and they won't let us access our network unless we forward their chain emails and memes to more and more and more people, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant finds and invites best fit candidates to apply so you can discover talent you may have missed. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Can we talk about when they get back to their house, the bizarre thing that Alina says to Sheena?
Right before this happens,
okay.
I have a petite captions crunch.
Ooh, a little tiny one.
Which is for Sam, and it was perfectly timed because it happened right before. Imitates wah wah horn.
Yep.
Mwah.
Except then Sam went wah wah wah.
Oh.
Maybe the instrument's just called a wah wah horn.
No, they're just so used to Tyra not doing it correctly.
So, Alina says to Sheena while eating, Sheena, I had a dream. It was me and you, and we were crying. To which Sheena, with this inflection, goes, that's weird. Ha ha ha. Like, well, I guess I'm not sleeping in the same room as you tonight, you crazy clairvoyant.
A fan, by the way, posted on Alina's Facebook fan page that this was God talking to her, and she needs to start to learn to listen to God.
Wow. Wow. So I had a fun meta moment where when we saw Tyra's photo for panel, I was actually so shocked by it that I tried to pause my television and I ended up turning off the entire system. That's how bad this photo was.
Is that because this is the 50-foot woman challenge and not the ship challenge?
Also, they show ships. And I'm like, oh, wait, did Tyra take some of these in Amsterdam and she took one on a ship? No.
Absolutely not.
No way. These were all taken, and this is now clear.
Yep.
These were all taken at the house a few days.
On the same day.
Yeah, on the same day, a few days before the women moved in.
So funny. Although I will say, I like Tyra's look at panel quite a bit, especially the hair.
I like the hair a lot too. I'm a fan.
I did not like these straps. The hair,
No,
yes.
The straps were weird.
I wish the straps had just been black or non-existent, but I like the dress.
Her hair, though, is
really nice.
I love that hair. And I don't remember this hairstyle. Like, I remember the bone straight one of this length, but
I love it in the, like, she just got out of the salt air.
Yeah. It looks, in a future episode, when she's in casual clothes, it looks excellent.
We have to talk about the panel room.
I'd be okay if it was the rest of the episode.
Why are they at a Jolly Rogers?
Why is it so small?
It's also, it's just like a Red Lobster. It's just a boat.
That's a Jolly Rogers.
Why is this just a boat?
This is also clearly, this has to be a prior place because there is no way that even though it's tacky looking, this boat siding is expensive. It would have cost them far more money than they've spent on anything else this cycle to build this ship wall. But where is this place? What is this place?
I can't get over how small the judging table is.
My God, they're
so close.
So close to each other. They can't even look at each other.
They're
like
touching.
Paulina and Miss J look like they're on top of each other.
And not by choice this time.
I almost felt like if you're going to do such hard boat imagery, just go ahead and put the photos on a digital screen in a porthole.
Exactly.
Like, just go all the way. Why?
Some, like, a scroll with, like, some tattered edges.
Ooh, yeah.
Tea-stained. Everything's tea-stained.
And Tyra rolls up the photos and puts them in bottles.
And hands them.
Yes, 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 yes. And maybe the entire time there's just the gentlest sloshing. It's just a post effect. They're not actually doing it, but it's just like we're on a boat actively.
No, Tyra would just force them to all rock back and forth.
And
like on old Star Trek when they
Yes.
crash. Oh.
I know I feel like I'm the only one that cares about this weird quirk of this show, but they did not flip the judging room.
No.
They were on normal side.
It's just, I want to know why. I want to know why it's inconsistent, because I would even be okay if they said, okay, we're going to flip it when we go international every cycle, and that's just a design choice that we came up with. We'd all just be like, okay. But then sometimes they just don't, or they start at the opposite.
Yeah.
I appreciated that Nigel now works for Absolute Vodka because he's wearing their Pride bottle as a shirt.
Oh my God.
Did they lose his luggage and this is what was acquired for him?
And Daphne Deckers, who's our special guest judge, just came from playing a jaunty round of tennis.
I thought she looked great, though.
She did, but it was just so casual compared to what we saw her in
Yes.
earlier, which seems
Fair.
like the panel look.
Mhm.
Did Tyra know what this photo shoot was?
No. They're kind of like the lady of the ship.
Not a thing. Not a thing.
You know, and Alexander, they're like the lady of the ship.
Oh, they're
Yes.
like the
Now
lady of the ship.
Yeah, of the ship. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pirate Queen was right there.
Or just be like editorial shoot on a boat. That's enough.
I'm on a boat.
Alina is first. I can't get past her hands in this
I think
photo.
her face looks scary in the bad way, which Deckers tries to say.
Yeah. Oh, Daphne Deckers is shut down this panel because she is not agreeing with the storylines that.
Daphne is such a good judge.
She really is. I understand why she's had such a great hosting career.
Devastating in a very matter-of-fact and kind way.
Always with a smile, always warm. I can't get past these hands, but also, this is the same face as when she was an earthquake. This is the same face as the hot air balloon. This is her only straight-on face.
It's the same face as the under the water halfway face.
All of them, just all of them if she's face on. And I don't understand why we're not talking about it.
And it just doesn't take advantage of the location at all.
So she's holding the rope weird. Her foot is also, we don't even get into it, but her front foot is just like in the air for some reason, doing nothing.
It's just not a good photo from top to bottom.
Nope.
The most impressive thing is I don't know how she stayed up while doing this.
Paulina says that Alina has rickets or scurvy.
Or whatever.
Or whatever. She didn't know.
Yeah, which Alina does laugh very hard at, which I appreciated that Alina is happy, but apparently she's just overseas now, so she's happy again.
Loves disease humor, Alina.
Mhm. Sheena is next.
I'm going to say right now, this is one of my favorite photos this week.
Well, before we can even get into the photo, Hannah, we need to have a conversation in the way that they're going to find something wrong with Sheena at panel, no matter what. Is it my style? No. Is it bad? Also, no.
I thought she looked cute.
The pants are whatever. But her being like, and I hated them being like, because she's like, they're Moschino. She's like, also, which she pronounces correctly, and they don't comment on.
But she's trying to show that she has fashion knowledge.
Yep. And they're like, well, that doesn't mean it's nice.
Name brand doesn't mean right. And I was like, what a terrible advertisement for Moschino. Guess you're never going to have that branded as a photo shoot.
And you can see she crawls back inside to herself. You can see her face going, oh, Sheena, why did you talk?
Yep.
Yeah. Go to your happy place, Sheena. Go far, far away from panel.
So Tyra confirms, though, we'll talk about our opinions about this photo, but Tyra confirms that this is not her best photo because her best photos involved her leg in the air, but she wasn't going to choose those photos.
I like this photo.
This photo's fine.
Paulina says, your face looks beautiful and the clothes look beautiful, and that's about it. And I'm like, oh, so she's selling the clothes?
Doing her
Does
job.
the clothes look beautiful?
I think she looks like she's steering this ship. Like, I realize you don't steer a ship with ropes, but it looks like she's in charge of the ship.
I'll say that For me, I can actually, for the first time, justify on photo alone putting her in the bottom two. And I only say that because I personally really thought most people were successful with this
Me
photo
too.
shoot. Or
I
at least
think there are 2 worse photos.
And yeah, I
Yes.
wish, and I know why she's not doing it because of the constant criticism she's getting. I do wish there was some more tension in the arm with the rope or whatever.
But that could have been solved if Mr. J had been helpful or said anything at all.
You mean how he gave every other model the note about moving the elbow further back and somehow Sheena didn't get that note? Mm-hmm.
And hey, I get it. I'm saying objectively, if I was looking at these 6 photos, I would think Alina's is worse, but I don't like. This is the first time I was like, Sheena's definitely not in the top for me personally.
To me, it sells the clothes, and her face is so pretty. It's not a top photo to me, but it's not a bottom photo.
I
either.
just wish we had seen the photo where she was kicking her leg literally straight up.
Mhm.
And they're like, this is also bullshit. They're like, Sheena, we would have picked that, but your face was ugly in that photo. But then we see a sepia flashback, and her face is not ugly in that photo.
I do wish we had seen that, just because that seems like something you would also potentially hire Sheena to do, because she's known as such a fluid mover and also
Right?
so flexible.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that's a positive thing about Sheena, and the show will
Not allowed.
not allowed.
Annalia's next. This is a pretty gorgeous shot.
To me, this is the best photo of the week.
The way the dress is just, I love the little gloves.
Mm-hmm. The shoes look great. The dress is insane, but you don't really notice.
It's one of the few that actually looks like the boat is in motion.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She got the wind in her hair.
In some of these, the boat looks like it's docked,
Yes.
But
Yeah.
this one, I was like, oh yeah, you actually look like you're in charge of this ship.
Mm-hmm. And there's so much movement.
Yeah. It's pretty gorgeous photo.
Mm-hmm.
Makia's next. Do you want to wear that chainmail top?
No, oh my god, JW, I even wrote a note about you because she comes up in this outfit that I remembered this outfit.
Uh-huh.
This is canonically McKee. And Nigel says, "Why haven't we seen this part of you till now?" And I wrote, JW is dead.
She's
Going-
been red faring, Nigel.
All cycle long.
I just can't get over that. And I'm not saying it's a bad outfit or whatever, but it's so inconsistent with everything we've ever heard in any cycle, in any panel. And Sheena gets red for having
A frill. to her
a
pants.
little extra fabric. And McKee wears armor and she gets praised. I'm like, this is, just say you hate Sheena. Just say it out loud.
For me, the armor wasn't the most offensive part of this outfit. It was the skirt. It was this tavern wench of a skirt.
For me, it was the big shade around the neck.
Here's why you know it was a lot, because Tyra's like, oh, is that from your challenge?
Well, Tyra doesn't even know what the fucking prize was of the challenge. She's like, oh, you brought that in your suitcase?
I think McKee carries it off, but
Sure.
in a way where if she was walking around her campus as she said she would do, I would be like, oh, she seems like fun, and she's really wearing that outfit.
Sure.
It is the farthest thing from Top Model Basics.
I was if she had worn that to go sees, because to me, panel is always just a go see.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because there's a guest there. I want to know what Daphne Deckers really said about this outfit.
No, you don't, Alexander. Those words will curse you. You will fall into hell with what Daphne Deckers probably said about this outfit.
I can't get over Nigel being like, where has this been?
I like a little freak.
That moment, I was like, oh, okay, so now we're seeing a little bit of Nigel's kinks, which I don't like at all.
Hates twins, loves chainmail.
She looks so tall in this photo.
Oh my goodness.
This is iconic McKee photo to me.
Yeah, I remember this shot. Her legs are 20 feet long.
Except for the shoes. It's a real nothing of an outfit.
Yeah, she got the least of an outfit.
Mhm.
And she's doing something that she's going to continue to do, where she took what Tyra did in that terrible, terrible before and after teach, but she's using it in a way where Tyra gets to feel good now because Tyra made McKee a good model, and McKee is playing the game in my mind.
I agree.
The way that McKee has her feet in this photo is both phenomenal and terrifying.
Yeah.
Because it's so dangerous what she's doing, but it looks so controlled.
And effortless.
I think this photo is just...
And you know, when Annalise saw this photo, she's like, barnacles.
No, yo.
Oh, or just a sad one. Yo.
And
yo.
you do really have to give it up for McKee in getting consistently better, commercial aside.
Yeah.
But her photos really are consistently getting better and better, which is hard to achieve on this show.
And she started pretty good, too. She wasn't even someone who started awful. My next note is Daphne Decker is it Deckers or Decker? Anyway, Daphne gets her first Marjorie experience because that's what it felt like. Because Daphne was like, okay, this is your top 6 person? Tyra, did you know that she was here? You want to be here?
Was this on purpose?
I don't know.
Is this one of your American pranks?
Is this I've heard of your American gentle pranks. Is this a gentle prank on Daphne?
I've heard of Punked. Where is Ashton Kutcher?
Oh.
Marjorie. What's very strange about them picking this photo is Mr. J very clearly said to Marjorie to fix this problem. And yet the photo is that problem because this little tumor of a hand coming from her back as though it's a little fin on her spine.
The worst angle. Just such an unfortunate angle for that part of her body.
See, this to me is your other bottom 2 photo.
I
think
agree.
This is worse than Sheena's.
And the face isn't good.
And I hear you, and I can justify it either way, but I just couldn't get over that this was the selection and there wasn't a better angle of even the same pose.
But she's hunching, and Tyra taught her how to find her character.
Oh my god. I don't like this photo at all.
I don't either.
Let's get to something fun.
Yay!
Which is Samantha's
mom outfit.
Samantha comes up and she is wearing just the most soccer mom outfit for this show.
She does say hello in Dutch, which is adorable.
And
yes.
the girl
and is the only one to do so.
Yes. And we start the longest attempt at a makeover that includes an amazing moment of Miss J fully taking off his pants and just giving them to Tyra to be like, just put them on her.
I think he just was trying to end it. This must have gone on forever.
Sure.
With a tug of the shoulder down and a pull of the shoulder up and a shortening of the skirt, because that always makes you look more like a model, unless you're Sheena.
Tyra makes Sam look like she was hit by a bus.
Well, that's my favorite thing is Paulina going, now she looks like a suburban mom that got hit by a truck.
Yes!
And Daphne just goes, just try to dress like a model.
What is so hard?
I wonder if Daphne just holds court for Holland's Next Top Model in such a different way. She was like, yes, on week 1, we teach them how to dress like a model.
And if they have that problem, we send them home.
If they're too nervous, by week 3, they're gone. Again, this is your top 6. I feel like Daphne's just trying to justify America's Next Top Model to herself the entire time.
Just bemused by the proceeding.
There is such a dumb moment when Tyra, it feels like, learns for the first time that Samantha won both challenges and is the only one to have done so. And Tyra goes, oh, double.
The ultimate
Tyra 2 list.
Yay.
Sam's picture is really good.
Mm-hmm.
This outfit, I love. Though this starts a little bit of Sam just holds the outfit.
Yeah, she's always liked to do that.
Yeah, but she took from Jocelyn when Tyra refused to let Jocelyn have wide as her pose. Sam's like, well, I'll do wide.
Well, thank God she didn't try to put her hands in the water again. It'd have been so dangerous on this boat. I like seeing Sam's full profile.
I do too. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. She has a really interesting profile.
And I actually really like the dark lip they gave her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her hair looks nice.
Yeah.
Well, they fixed it. They had a full makeup team journey, I feel like, with that hair this time.
This did not get commented on during the photo shoot, but all of these shoes are terrifying in this
Right?
setting.
And what do you mean by terrifying?
They're so tall. They're enormous.
Oh, dangerous to walk
to
on a
wear.
boat.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha,
mhm.
gotcha.
The last shoes you'd want to wear on a boat.
Which one of you will be thrown overboard? What?
I mean, to be fair, they're in a literal boat.
Private panel.
Well, if this is the best fashion picture that she has so far, I don't think that's very good.
Dog walking Nigel and Alina. This is why we didn't see anything from Daphne.
What a breath of fresh air that moment was.
Right?
Woo! It's always interesting to me when they bring in someone who, as a guest judge, both feels empowered to give their honest opinions and has the authority to back it up, because it sometimes breaks the show.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because Daphne clearly doesn't care what the storyline is, who was good in the past, who everyone likes. She's just giving full honesty the entire time. And like you said, it's refreshing, but also probably so irritating for the panel.
Tyra describes Makia's photo as almost like a giant lady.
On a ship. The giant lady of the ship.
Yes. And Paulina consoles Tyra's failed makeover attempts by saying, "You tried and you did your best."
They hate each other so much. It's not helping that they're so close at this table.
Those were some necessary inches.
Miss J must just be like surrounded on all sides by tension. She's like crushing their ribs.
Why he took those pants off? He was just trying to relax.
Oh,
Call out order. McKee first.
I would have given it to Annalie, but they
Well,
also
Mickey also
did
won
win
the challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
Then Annalie, because of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Then Marjorie. How?
What?
How?
Just because of Sam's outfit?
Yes.
Ridiculous.
Because Tyra finally found the one outfit she couldn't fix.
Hard disagree that Tyra has fixed every outfit before this one. And then Samantha. I feel like Samantha's coming up and speaking Dutch should have negated her outfit.
Well, and her
And her photo was so much
beautiful and
better.
holding up the whole time. You know?
And double winning.
Double.
Double. Which leaves Sheena and Alina in the bottom. And now that Sheena's in the bottom, we can finally acknowledge that Sheena has taken some gorgeous photos.
Well, and she knows. Sheena walks up. She's got a hand on her chest. She's looking at the other contestants. She knows she's going home.
She's gone. She's gone. She knows.
Of course, first we have to hear Tyra describe Alina by saying, "And something that is consistently said throughout this competition about you is this certain control."
And then, when she tells Sheena, we're going to just drag Sheena a little bit more. Sheena, the girl that is opposite of Alina, full of personality and not so interested in being totally in control.
Not full of personality. She said full of a personality.
Oh, God.
It was insane.
But not so interested in being in control, which means it's like, oh, loose.
Mm-hmm.
Is the implication of that statement?
But from the two descriptions, Alina, you've had this problem for the entire competition that makes you less beautiful. And Sheena, you have a great personality and your pictures are mixed. Who do you think would be going home if that was the only clip you saw from this episode?
Bye-bye.
But Sheena's all-knowing nod when Alina's name was called.
Well, and then her response to Tyra trying to Mama Tyra her being, "So good to meet you," and all that. Thanks, judges.
So good to meet you and all that.
Well, Tyra also calls her Miss Hot Mama, Miss Fire. Fuck right off.
Tyra doesn't even encourage Sheena to model. Like,
No.
normally she's like, go home, do this, get test shots. You got to
You've
learn how to do
got
this.
It. Don't let anyone tell you that you don't have it.
Shine, sparkle, star. Hey, girl, do your thing.
It's like she's saying that while Tyra's hand is on Sheena's back, pushing her away. You can do it. You got it. Dream it big.
Sheena's outro is so fucking good.
And also, such a objective lie.
Yep. Honestly, I'm very sad to leave because I'm walking away from Top Model kind of like forever.
See you soon, Sheena.
But I would never imagine to see myself come this far, even though this is always what I've wanted. Because I know the edit that took place. I didn't think they were going to let me through.
Mm-hmm. I do think it's funny that she says, so literally, I'm walking away from Top Model forever. And I'll be like, nah, you're the only cycle we're bringing 2 people back for. Sheena's name is Sheena Sakai, spelled Sakai. And that is also her Instagram is at Sheena Sakai. She follows nobody.
Good. Love that for her.
And I'm going to just give a shallow dive into Sheena because, again, we're going to have her on All Stars as one of our representatives from this cycle. She is very recently a new mom. And if you go on Instagram, beautiful, gorgeous baby photos. Yes, I can see Hannah immediately going.
I am.
Ready to go. And she's got just the best swaddle. Like that baby is a baby head and then a perfect little cocoon of a thing. I love it. There's some funny stuff. If you look on IMDb, because she's also done some acting recently, which I'll get into, on America's Next Top Model, for everyone else, it's always said self and or self-model. For Sheena, it says self-model, and self-football player.
What?
Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Maybe she comes back in another cycle is like, you know how those girls came back to be cheerleaders in cycle 10?
Right.
Maybe Sheena comes back as a football player at some point. She was in 7 episodes of the Starz series Power as a character named Sue.
Nice.
And which 7 episodes, that's a great arc.
Yeah. It's like a double arc, basically.
And here's from her reality TV world interview. There's 2 interesting things. One that's more general that was, I feel her basically implying, I feel like if they were going to eliminate me and not have me win, they had to eliminate me then because the rest of the stuff they do for the rest of the cycle, I would have been very good at.
Uh-huh. That is true.
And then they ask her about the all-important hoochie word that she got put. And here's what she said. Girl, let me tell you something. I still, to this day, honestly don't in the world know what a hoochie is. Anytime you see a woman with beautiful curves who is very confident and sensual, they're going to go and call it hoochie because I had swag and I had a hood accent or whatever you want to call it. They wanted to show that element and call me a hoochie because they had nothing up on me, girl. They can't call me a diva. They can't call me a bitch. They can't call me the shy, quiet one. So they were like, oh, let's give her hoochie. That's what I think. And I'm not frustrated. I actually know that I'm not that way or that word. So it doesn't bother me. Honestly, probably the best attitude to have.
Yep.
Yeah. Y'all, these maternity photos are the most gorgeous maternity photos I've ever seen.
Oh my
in my
God.
life.
I know.
I think it's very clear where we all stand on Sheena. It's not been a secret. She just, and like knew what was happening, right? But couldn't bring her down. It didn't like, in so many other ways, it deflates a lot of people to see that happening. She was like, well, I'm just going to keep kind of doing what I'm going to do and get through this and move on.
She was deflated by the end because there's no way you could not.
Sure.
But she was not broken down by the show.
Mm-hmm.
I did truly forget how successful of a model she was in her pictures.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't remember that aspect of her. I remembered her having a great personality, being great television, being very likable. And that is all still true. But she had some very successful photos, even 1 or 2 that we said we would have made top photo.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And this was in a cycle of pretty successful models, all things said.
Was the best mover
by far.
In the house.
Only rivaled by Jocelyn, because those hands don't stop moving.
Yeah, I'm glad we get to see Sheena come back for All Stars, and I'm interested to see how she's treated then.
I don't know. Scared.
Because
excited and scared.
And also, it was interesting for us to note, especially in this episode, how much of her negative experience seemed to be with Jay Manuel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't remember a lot of contestants where that's felt true.
I'm a little sadder to continue the cycle without her, but it was nice to be so unadulteratedly delighted.
And if you're unadulterated delighted with our show, you should rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. We love hearing from you, your hot takes, your iced tea, you can go to podleadum.com and reach out to us there. We even have a P.O. box if you'd like to send us stuff, or you can send us an email. And we're still looking for those emails for mailbag. That's going to be coming. Send them in. We want to hear all your conspiracy theories and low stakes, high stakes, all of that.
Yeah, and this is going to be our last call out for it if you're listening to this episode. So this is your last chance before we record to go ahead and send us an email. We've been getting some good ones already, and I've been collecting them and trying to keep them as much a surprise as I can so we can have some good ones. But again, the ones that are coming in that are really fun are your own conspiracy theories, your own deep dives, also your own discussion topics. Some of you have come up with discussion topics that I'm really excited to talk about with Hannah and Alexander.
You can find me anywhere at Yet Charming.
Come say hey on Instagram at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
I'm on Twitter at JW Crump.
And be sure to use the hashtag PodLeadum if you want that retweet from me. I am a man of my word.
You doing it.
So for PodLeadum, I have been Alexander Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm JW Crump.
And we'll see you on top.
PodLeadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.